Now, I can't read all these out loud to you folks, so you can process some of it yourself. But Sal D'Amato giving 1, 2, and 3 to Albazi. Also, Chris Lee giving 2, 3, and 4 to Albazi. Mike Bell giving 2, 3, and just 2 and 3 to Albazi. So, listen, it was tight. Sugar, what are your thoughts?
I didn't like the decision. I thought that, Kai Kara-France, did a really good job of doing the Matador and the Bull. He did a really good job from the outside and was able to make Albazi, press the action, but at the same time, he wasn't landing any strikes of significance. And then when he did get into the grappling situations, he was rarely successful at being able to hold the position. But what I do give him credit for, he was able to find a home for that left hook and overhand right, which really scored big. And he did look like the bigger fighter out there. And I think being the bigger fighter out there, you kind of heard a thud with some of his punches, and you kind of seen Kai backing up a little bit. But Kai didn't really show any signs of being hurt at all at any point in this fight. But I was really impressed with the fact that Kai, being taken down, was able to find a way to get back up. And that's part of that 87% takedown defense. When he gets taken down, he does a really good job of, countering that pressure by pushing back into his opponent and really balancing it out so he can actually stand up to his feet and then get to a neutral position. But, it's Albazi's moment. He went out there, he fought a, higher ranked fighter, and he really brought the fight at a pace. I would have liked to see more use of his lead hand. I felt like he kind of got looking for bigger shots in a fight, and I felt like it may have been a smaller shots that really would have secured the victory in a bigger fashion for him.
Well, I'll tell you this. I was at one of the judges' criteria in your hometown, Buffalo, New York, the judges' criteria. I attended the class with Sal D'Amato, and based on the judges' criteria on what they're supposed to score, those early rounds, every time that Albazi would hit Kai, and it wouldn't even land cleanly, but it would kind of move him around a little bit. That weighs on the judges. That plays to the judges. That's considered damage to the judges. And as the judges see that, even though it wasn't hurting him, it was moving him. I think that's the issue, and I think those things scored a lot for Albazi in this fight.
Well, one of the things that it really looks like it's coming down to the fourth round, and even though Kai Kara-France outstruck Amir Albazi 27-5 in that round, Albazi was given the round, and so that's the one that could have made the difference there. Sugar, we were talking about that, the volume, that kind of idea of Albazi's going to need to do a little bit more, right? So if we look ahead now, he's calling for a title shot. He may be not there yet. He's number 7, but what should be next for him, and how would you like to see him fight in that next contest?
Well, I think he has all the tools, and I think I've seen him fight in other fights where he's been able to use it, and maybe just being in his main event part has kind of got him a little excited and getting away just from the basics. I'm saying basics wins fights, and he has a very amazing jab. His jab comes off very straight, it's very fast, and I felt if he would have used that straight jab coupled with that left hook he was having successful, then he would have been able to land that overhand right, because it was all there for the taking. He did the work. He backed up Kai Kara-France, had him really worried about the wrestling. And when you got a guy worried about the wrestling, that's when the next phase of attack comes in with the overhands and with the other punches. And I felt like he kind of rushed a little bit on either, with the landing the big punches and really not giving himself a chance to really secure those takedowns.
Yeah, I didn't really like the way he handled those championship rounds. I didn't like Albazi's body language. I don't think that he fought to really dominate those championship rounds. Kai Kara-France, coming from City Kickboxing, he knew what he needed to do in order to win those championship rounds. I thought he went after it. I thought he attacked it. I'm not sure I like the way Albazi attacked it. If he goes into a championship fight with that mentality, I can't see him beating Brandon Moreno or Pantoja.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.